Hey guys, Stephen John Moran here. Did you know there are two words in business that are very, very dangerous? And they could lead to near instantaneous loss of profits and progress in your company? Those two words are new and next. Here's why. If you're a successful business owner, you likely started your company and you spent a tremendous amount of time and energy getting it to your first seven-figure mark. And you were doing everything yourself. And in many ways, it was very fun. In many ways, it was exciting. And in many ways, it was very stressful. But now you've made it, right? And when you make it, you know what happens? Our brains will be like, you're the smartest person in the world. You actually did it. You can do anything. And in many ways, our brains are right. You can accomplish a lot of things. After all, we started a business from scratch and it was successful. But as entrepreneurs, we're hardwired to be creative. And that characteristic comes factory installed in our brains. And here's the problem with it. When we have this incredible confidence that you can do anything, and we couple that with a natural drive to create things that are new, the byproduct of this is that we start a lot of little side projects. And each of these little side projects is like a plate spinning in the air. We find ourselves going from having a successful business that finally made it to potentially maybe even growing the business. But now, as a result of constantly trying all these new things, we have 9,000 plates in the air and we become stressed out. So here's what to do when that might happen to you. Instead of focusing on new or next, the thing you want to focus on is best. And if a successful business were held up by pillars, these would be the four pillars. Pillar number one is something we call your best payday. Pillar number two is something called your best buyer. Pillar number three is something called your best bait, which is a strange way of saying marketing that's designed to attract your best buyer. And pillar number four is your best sales process. That's your best sales process for attracting these buyers. Now, I'll give you a little insight on the first pillar, which is called your best payday. So if you're a successful entrepreneur, you've probably done a lot of things in your business. You probably had a lot of promotions. You probably rolled out different products and different services over the course of your career. So here's what I like you to do. Let's get a piece of paper. And if you want to make several columns on that piece of paper, and I'll walk you through it. Your first column is going to be labeled deliverable. Okay. In this column, I want you to take a minute and write down all of the things that you've sold or delivered in your business in return for money. So every offer you've ever made, every promotion you've run, and so forth. You just want to list everything that comes to mind over the last couple of years. It's everything you can remember. Just put it down on that first column called deliverable. Now, you're going to have another column, and that column right next to it is going to be called energy. And in the energy column, we're going to give the deliverable a score. Here's how it works. A score of 1 means that doing that deliverable and actually fulfilling the promises and delivering the thing you sold was not very energizing at all. It was very draining. A score of 5 means it was very, very energizing. You loved it. You could do it in your sleep. You could do it every day of your life if you like. So our next mission is to take everything that's in the first column and the second column and to score it between 1 and 5 on how much energy it can give you to do it. So the next column, we're going to put down something called sustainability. And that means that you could continuously do this activity over and over again. And again, we're going to use the same scoring system. So a score of 1 means you can't really do it that much. It's very hard to do. And a score of 5 means it's something you could do over and over again and you love doing it, right? So that's your third column. Our fourth column is ease of sale. And again, we're going to be scoring this on a score of 1 to 5. So a score of 1 would mean that getting the sale of that thing was really, really hard. It was a very complicated sales process. It was very difficult. And it was very draining for you. A score of 5 means it practically sold itself. It was really, really easy. The sales process was fun. Everybody enjoyed it and everything worked. Now here's your mission. Your mission now is to add up the score in every deliverables. And guess what? The deliverable with the highest score may very well be the single most profitable, sustainable, and energizing thing that you can sell in your business. If you find that, I'd like to ask you this question. What would your business be like if all you did was focus on that one activity for sales? Chances are it can completely revolutionize not only your business, but also your quality of life and the overall fulfillment that you get from your business. That's my hope for you anyway. Hey, thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. And I really hope that some of these strategies I share with you are impacting your business in a positive way. And remember, if you'd like to download the workbook and worksheet that I just went through with you, You can do that at www.yourbestpayday.com. Thanks again, and I want to thank you again for watching this video. Now, if your business does $250,000 or more in gross revenue, and you'd like to grow your revenues while getting rid of complexity and stress, my company might be able to help you. We have a consulting program that's unique in these ways. Number one, I literally guarantee that you'll make at least twice our fee within the first 90 days of working together. There's absolutely no catch to that or any fine print. We do this by eliminating the clutter and distractions that are bothering you and keeping you from getting what you want, and then finding simple ways to increase revenue immediately. Then we take that and systemize what's working so that you can have sustained growth as well. Our long-term goal with clients is a minimum of 20% revenue growth in the next 12 months. Look, I'm happy to give you a free initial consulting session. It's a way of using what I like to call the oldest trick in the book, which is to simply demonstrate that I can help you by actually helping you. And then from there, we can discuss whether or not we might be a good match in terms of working together. Regardless, I'm happy to help you find some low-hanging fruit, some opportunities to grow your revenue in your business, and I'll do that for free. You can schedule a call with me by going to stephenjohnmoran.com/call. On that website, you'll see a couple of multiple choice questions, and you'll be taken to a calendar where you can schedule a time that works for you. Regardless, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I look forward to working together soon. Thanks again.